If you could choose, would you live until you were 100? What would you do with all that time? Today's episode is about starting the conversation about aging and what it feels like for me, and especially women, to age. To help me, I have my first spicy fat guest, who is one of the most special people in my life. A 97-year-old immigrant, a mother, a grandmother, a great-grandmother, and a sassy woman I call Avó Luisa. But before I chat with her, I wanted to get our juices flowing and invite you to start reflecting on what aging in your body means to you. I turned 40 last year, and it feels like not only has my attitude shifted significantly, but so has my body. My period feels different, my knees have a new ache that I am now mindful of, and my sex drive has shifted. Rather, this kind of sex I want has shifted. It's these types of subtle differences that I've noticed. But other things like I have 3 stripes of gray coming in, it's harder for me to be patient in big groups of people, and I only have energy for one event per weekend versus something planned every night. But also my advocacy has changed. I'm leaning more into peace and less into proving. This is one snapshot of what it means to be an aging woman. All I want to do is wear loose clothing. I'm looking forward to starting my mornings in my new garden after a gentle cardio and strength training workout. My appetite for junk food is different, and the vacations I want to take are less about who I'll meet and more about what I'll see. I'm aging. It's weird, okay? It's so weird. I had a really hard time turning 40. I'm not even going to lie about that or mince my words. And it's not because I think aging is bad, but mostly because my spicy brain and I weren't sure if we would make it here. And if we did, I had no idea what it was going to look like. My last 10 years, I had spent mostly single, riding a wave of projecting big dick energy and knowing that the sentiment of our collective is that women after 40 become invisible. And I fucking hate that. Unless I'm a mother, a grandmother, or a politician, my opinion feels as if it's anticipating a slow decline of being unvalued, unheard, and preferably unseen. Because the truth is, we are youth obsessed. Everyone wants to be young again. Between supplements that promise to bring elasticity back to your skin, workouts for a youthful butt, injecting blood plasma, and using filters on socials because goddess forbid anyone see a wrinkle on your lived face. Everyone is obsessed with seeking the answers to reversing the aging process and being young again. And honestly, I don't care to be young again. If it feels like too much pressure at this point, to be honest, it feels like so much pressure at this point to try and figure out how to be young and youthful. I mean, I wouldn't mind the metabolism of a 20-something-year-old self, but I would never take back the lessons and wisdom of my mind. I recently asked my friends this question: would you rather turn 40 than start aging backwards until you die an infant, like Benjamin Button, for example? Or would you rather get $5 million and age until you naturally die? I feel like many people would choose to age backwards. I mean, we see it now all the time, and this is no shame or hate, but the next 3 women I'm about to share with you are just examples of this pressure to be youthful. Madonna, Shania Twain, and Demi Moore have a completely new face. Pedophiliac tendencies among men are on the rise, with normalization of dating situations and men like Leonardo DiCaprio dating women half his age, or rather no one over 25, right? And government support systems are leaving the elderly poor and isolated, with lack of supports for things like transportation, mental health, and navigating a fixed income in a post-pandemic inflated economy. Why else do I think people would choose to be young again? Well, we can turn to what we are witnessing in the beauty industries, much like I had just mentioned. Because according to the American Society of Plastic Surgery, cosmetic procedures have grown 19% from 2019 to 2022. Procedures focusing on body stuff like liposuction, tummy tucks, arm and lower body lifts went up 25%. The next growing procedure were a breast augmentation, which grew by 15%, and face surgeries like eye lifts, facelifts, and nose reshaping grew by 19%. Is this a comment on an aging population or an increasingly insecure one? Because of all the patients getting any cosmetic procedure in 2022, 86% of them were women. Now, I'm going to be really honest about this, okay? I'm not anti-surgery or freshening, if you will, through medical means, okay? This isn't a hate on any of that. Do what you want to make you feel better, to function better, and to live your best life. Life is a performance, so be your best main character, you know? But what frustrates me is that it doesn't feel like we even have an option to choose anymore. It's either get lifted or disappear from relevancy. Here's another question for you to reflect on. What does it mean to age gracefully? And are you allowed to? Because I'm a woman in media. And this is where we see the underrepresentation of aging peoples, especially women. According to the Jiva Davis Institute on Gender and Media, women 50 plus are hardly seen. So among characters 50 plus, men are far more common on screen than women. And of all 50 plus aged characters, men are 4 out of 5 in film, 3 out of 4 in broadcast television, and 2 out of 3 in streaming television. And think old people are part of the problem? Think that they just don't want to be involved? Well, that may be a bias that is actually reinforced by our media. The Gina Davis Institute on Gender and Media continues to report that older characters are often shown as villains, not heroes. Popular films and television shows are more likely to have 50 plus aged characters who are villains than heroes. So 59% of films have a 50 plus aged character who is a villain, but only 30% have a 50 plus character who is a hero. 43% of the television shows that have a 50 plus character who is a villain, but only 22% have a 50 plus hero. So if you're old, you're either not casted, and if you are, it's for a character role that everyone is intended to hate. And that to me is wild. Let's look at our aging political landscape for a brief moment as well. Seniors age 65 plus are the fastest growing segment of Canadian society. In Canada, the population aged 85 and older is one of the fastest growing age groups, with a 12% increase from 2016. Currently, 2.3% of the population in Canada is aged 85 and older. And even though women experience a higher susceptibility to disease and physical discomforts such as menopause, women on average we still live longer than men, approximately 6 years longer actually, especially if you're single. So never married older people show fewer signs of stress, are more likely to enjoy living alone, and report needing less social support than the newly single person. According to sociologist Elakim Kislov, who is a professor, she attributes some of these factors to the greedy marriage theory. And the greedy marriage theory says that marriages can suck up the bulk of a spouse's time and energy, weakening other bonds in their lives. Women who never marry maintain a more robust social ties with friends, siblings, neighbors, and their communities into older age. But there is a difference between the conversations around living solo and social isolation in relationship to loneliness. We are witnessing the rise and the age of lonely men because of their inability to maintain social ties. But let's dig into that on a future episode, where I would love to talk about the rise of the age of lonely men. However, in Canada, population projections show that the growth of the aging population could peak between 2031 and 2036 as the first cohorts of baby boomers reach 85 years of age. Larger cohorts will reach the age of 85 starting in 2031 because the baby boomers, born between 1946 and 1965, are the largest generation in Canadian history born after World War II. And today, over 9,500 centenarians are now living in Canada, a 16% increase from 2016. Actually, the country with the largest number of centenarians is Japan. But centenarians in Canada represent 0.03 of the Canadian population. And I happen to love and almost one of them. I don't know. I think 3 years off and you count, in my opinion. But her name is Avó Luisa. She is my maternal grandmother. She is a tiny woman with a whole big, powerful heart, who used to have a mean perm and make the absolute best cookies, we call them biscuits, that you've ever had. So let me take a minute to introduce you to her. How's that?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Você pode dizer uma coisa? Hello, so she can hear you speak.
Okay, hello.
Mic check. Is it 1, 2, 3?
Okay.
1.
1, 2, 3.
Do you want me to bring it closer? Você pode dizer uma coisa?
Hello, how are you?
Yeah. Okay. Whoop. Okay. How's that? How does that sound?
That's better. So,
Hi, Val.
hi.
Hi. Okay, let me introduce you to her. So this is a quick check-in here. Okay, so if you're watching this video, you'll be able to see my grandma. If you are listening, stay tuned, okay? Because I'm going to introduce my grandma, Avó Luisa, who is 97 years old and a Portuguese immigrant to Canada. I invited her here on the pod because firstly, as I am aging, I am becoming more aware of the shift in my body, in my mind, and the attitudes of the world out there upon me. And who better to ask about getting old than chatting with the oldest person I know, okay? And selfishly, I wanted to also take advantage of this opportunity to time capsule one of the people that I have loved the most in my lifetime.
Thank you.
She is the matriarch, the reason my family still gets together. She taught me how to self-soothe and stop worrying about other people's opinions. She taught me the importance of a great scarf, and she continues to teach me how to love, even when loving is hard. So welcome, Avó Luisa, to the podcast today.
Hi, how are you? My name is Luisa Gonçalves. I'm 97 years old. I'm born in Portugal.
Yeah, you're
Portugal, Açores.
Portugal is so in Flores, though.
The island is called Flores.
Flores.
So my town is called Fazenda. I born in there in 1926, September 21, 1926.
Wow.
So I live there with my family. My family is 9.
Oh, yeah, 9.
So 6 boys and 3 girls.
Wow.
We live in a small house, and my father and my mother. And the house is 3 rooms, a kitchen.
Wow.
That's all. No bathroom in there, no water inside the house, no electricity.
Electricity.
Inside the house, everything we have to get outside.
Wow.
So I grew up there. I went to school. I don't learn too much in school. I learned to write and read and a little bit something else, but I still go. So when I grew up a little bit, I started doing some stuff for my mother, make some things for my hats.
Oh, crochet?
No, not crochet, in the palers.
Oh, no, to string.
Yeah, get the string. You make make the hats for myself or my family, and sometimes for sell them. So,
wow.
And then
It's okay.
I started
You're doing great. Thank
put
you.
the clothes. We make the clothes at home because now no clothes ready in the store.
Yeah, you couldn't buy. Did they have clothes stores?
No.
No.
So we
You had to make your clothes.
when the pants my brothers and my father have the holes, we have to put the patches and on for cover the holes. So we do that all the time. Then I start, the wool from the sheep
Yeah, the wool. Yeah.
and make wool
Yeah.
for make sweaters and other stuff.
Yeah.
So we grew in like that.
Wow.
My mother cook. I'm not cook.
No.
That time I'm small. So I wash the floors, the knees in the floor, and do the rest of the stuff. Excuse me.
And that's where you learned how to sew.
Yeah, my mother, she sewing some. So I start learning sewing with her. Mm-hmm. So make pants for my brothers and for my father and shirts and the things inside, the stuff we use inside. So, and after that, I know now what to do it. I start doing for somebody else for make money. So,
So you learned how to sew.
yeah.
So you're in. So let me just recap.
Yeah,
So
okay.
you're on a small island in Portugal.
Yeah.
The island of flowers. It's called Flores.
Yeah.
And you're in this small 3-room house with your 6 brothers and sisters and your parents.
Yeah.
There was no clothing stores. There was no electricity. No bathroom inside the house. So you had to go bathroom outside.
Yeah.
And you had to electricity. I remember you telling me a story about how for you guys to have light, you either had a fire with wood,
Yeah.
or you had whale blubber, right? Like they would do the whale fat.
Oh, that's when all in the stores.
Oh, in the
That's
stores.
the time the war. Is there's a lot of stuff don't go to there.
Oh, during
So
the war.
that's the time we have to use the oil for the wheel.
You had to use the whale fat.
Yeah.
Wow. Then that was during the war.
Yeah. Because
Wow.
when the war is a lot of stuff don't go there.
Yeah. People, nothing went to the islands.
No.
So that's how you were able to have light.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then you grew up learning how to sew because you had to sew everybody's clothes.
Well, yeah.
And
My mother helps anyway, but
Yeah.
when I start, so I do.
So
myself.
then you learned how to sew so that you could get a job to sew.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or make some money because we poor anyway.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
never hungry, but still poor, and not too much.
Yeah.
So since then,
So then from there, when did you meet Avó?
when I'm 18 years old,
18.
we start talking to each other.
You start talking to my grandpa. Sorry, so for everyone, Avó. So Avó is Portuguese for grandma.
Yeah.
And Avó is Portuguese for grandfather.
Yeah. So we talk to each other anyway. So
Yeah.
but he didn't come in the house. He used to
Outside the house.
outside the house, and I'm like outside the window. I'm inside the window.
Yeah, he had to come up to the window, and you had to have he wasn't allowed to come inside, so he had to make you fall in love with him through a window.
So I want to see now.
That's okay. So then how many times was he allowed to come by before you were allowed to see him not through
No,
the
he
window?
come every day. And,
Every day?
After supper. Talk to her. Yeah.
Okay.
So we are boyfriend and girlfriend 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So
See, and that was a long time at your age, wasn't it? Like a long time to have a boyfriend for 8 years?
well, not too many people like that, but you have more brothers and get married before him. So we're the last ones.
So his brothers had to get married first.
Yeah, because older than them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Anyway, so
So 8 years later, so he found his love and had to wait 8 years to marry you.
yeah. So
And then
when I'm 24 years old,
yeah.
I fall. I don't break, but the bones come out of the place and don't go back in.
On her elbow.
So the elbow. So that's why I never straight my arm.
So
So I lived my life 24 years old until now, my arm like that.
Yeah, so for those of you who are listening, when my grandmother was 24 years old, she fell and it dislocated or moved around the bones in her elbow. So since 24 years of age to now, she lives with her arm, like she can't fully extend her arm. It stays at like a 90, it goes between a 90 and 45 degree permanently, essentially. I mean, you can bring it all the way up, but
Like that, yeah.
yeah.
But we don't go everywhere we want to go.
Yeah.
So I went to Fayali, the doctors don't understand nothing.
Doctors don't
nothing
understand.
So anyway,
Yeah.
I'm like that all the time. So when
So then what happened? So then it was time to come to Canada.
I come to Canada.
Yeah.
Well, I got married and.
You got married.
I got married,
Yeah.
and I have to your mother.
Oh yeah, my mom was born there.
5 years after they had married. Mm-hmm. She come. I have a son. Mm-hmm. 2 years after, but he's sick. He's passed.
Yeah,
He only lived 7 days.
Yeah, he passed.
So after that, we got the papers for come to Canada. I come to Canada in 1961.
Wow.
I come.
How did you go, by plane or by boat?
I come from the floors to San Miguel, San Michael.
Yeah.
The boat.
Oh, so you went from your island to one of the other islands by boat.
By boat.
And then from San Miguel, which is one of the Azores' biggest
stayed
islands.
6 months in San Miguel.
Oh.
Because that time the war started in Africa. A lot of soldiers go there and they lead a lot of things around. So
Yeah.
Anyway, I stayed there 6 months. I come, start leave the floors in January and come to Canada in June.
Okay.
So we flew to San Michael to Santa Maria.
Yeah.
For come to Canada. Stay there one night and come to take the airplane to Santa Maria to Montreal.
Oh, you went to Montreal. Okay, so from Santa Maria, San Miguel, the island, you took a plane then from there to Montreal.
for Santa Maria.
Yeah, from Santa Maria. Yeah.
So we stay in Montreal one night and one day. Since then, I take a plane again to Calgary.
Oh.
When I stay there, and I catch the train there
Yeah.
to go to Haverstock.
Oh,
BC.
Revelstock in British Columbia. So you went from Flores, the small island of Flores, the island of flowers in the Azores of Portugal, and took a boat to San Miguel, which is one of the largest islands there, and then took a plane to Montreal, stayed there for a night, and then from there went Montreal to Calgary. Which I love how you say Calgary is Calgary.
Calgary.
And then from there,
from Calgary to
Revelstock in British Columbia.
The train.
On the train.
Get the train.
Yeah.
So my sister, she's there.
Your sister was already there, right? Tia Maria was already there?
Yeah.
So you weren't the first to come to Canada. You were the second? Or the
No,
third? Or was Tia Louise here?
There's Tia Louise already.
Tia Louise was here.
Tia Manuel.
And Tia Jose. Okay.
In Strathroy.
So three of your uncles were already here in Strathroy, which is where we live.
Your brothers, my brothers.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, your brothers, my uncles.
Yeah.
And then your sister, though, was in
She the one
Revelstock in
make
British
the paper
Columbia.
for them to come.
Nice.
So I stay there with her, and she's married already anyway.
Yeah, she was married.
She 3 years.
Oh.
So
and that's when you had Tia Lena.
there's no jobs there for ladies.
No jobs for ladies.
But she's working a store, make alterations for the clothes. I have to go to the cleaners.
Ah.
So sometimes I help her.
Oh, that's nice.
And
where was Vu?
Vu is working
He was working on the railroad, right?
railroad, yeah.
So when Vu came first, didn't he?
No, I come together.
You came together.
Yeah.
And then you were in British Columbia, staying with Tia Maria.
Yeah.
And Grandpa Vu was working on the railroad in British Columbia or Newfoundland?
No, in British Columbia.
In British Columbia.
Yeah.
Okay, he was working on the railroad.
But he's work most of the times out the week, don't come home.
Oh, yeah.
Come home on Saturday night and go back to work on Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't like my kids grow with what father.
Yeah.
So that time if you work 2 years in there, we have a pass on the train to come everyone I go.
Oh, okay. So if you work 2 years on the train, you got 3 years on the train.
Oh no,
railroad.
I mean 3 years on the train free.
Yeah.
So I think it's 2 years and 2 nights we come in a train.
Okay.
So we come to London.
Came to London, Ontario.
Yeah, and one friend bring me to Strathroy.
Okay.
To my brother Keaton.
Okay, yeah, because your brothers were already here in the London Strathroy area.
So when I come in Strathroy, not too much work for ladies, but work in one factory. You call
Glendale.
No, the other one.
Yeah, you worked
anyway,
in the
I
factory.
forgot the name now. It's okay. That's the place we work. Me and my husband. It's a wood, make cabinets and some stuff. The wood, and then after Linda, I get pregnant for Lena. So the young one,
the younger one, because you have 3 daughters.
Yeah,
you had 4 pregnancies, but 3 daughters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I come home but Lena. She's born in British Columbia. She comes to Strathroy 2 years old. So
then you had 2
for
kids.
2 small to babysit is too much money. So I stay home and babysit the other kids. That's I don't like it too.
Yeah.
I
wonder where I get it from.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work to take care of a lot of kids.
I have to cook lunch for Vavo and for my brother Luis. Because that time we buy the house already. Oh. And he lived with us. So he worked in Middlesex too.
Yeah.
So
you had to work and then make lunch for everybody.
Take care of the kids and make the food and everything. I didn't stop 1 second. When Lena went to start school, I give the Lena to babysitter and I go to the factory.
Yeah. You were like, I don't want to stay home anymore. I want a
No,
job.
no.
Yeah.
So I started working in a Glendale factory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sewing curtains for the trailers.
And that's where you sewed.
So I worked there 20 years.
Wow.
I quit because Vavo is home, he's don't work.
Yeah.
He said, I don't like to stay home by myself, and the kids, my granddaughters, come sometimes to take care of them.
That was us. That was us.
Yeah, and Linda and Jessica. And
Yeah, all the kids.
So I quit when I 63 years old. I come home.
63. No
63.
more. And then you took care of us.
Yeah.
There was five of us grandkids.
Yeah.
All daughters.
Not all day, every day.
Not all day, but after school.
A lot of times.
After school, I would walk from my elementary school with a couple of my little friends over the train track, and come to your house where we would stay with you for a few hours, sometimes all night, because my parents were working.
Yeah. So,
All our parents were working.
Yeah.
So we were lucky because you raised us.
Yeah. So I love my granddaughter because I know all God loved me. So I got sick a lot of times. The first operation I have, can I say that?
Yeah.
In 1982, I have my gallbladder removed.
Oh, yeah.
So in 1984, I have, como é que se diz entrar para o útero? Tirar o útero.
Yes, you had your uterus removed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fixed my bladder. Mm-hmm. And 1999, I have my hip replaced.
You had your hip replaced. I remember that
Yeah.
in 1999. Yeah.
And 2001, I have a breast cancer.
Yeah.
I have to remove my breast.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
And 1998, I have a operation my thyroid.
Oh, yes, your
Take
thyroid.
the last one, the left one.
Yeah.
Take it out.
Your life thyroid.
So
if we need a conversation about what it's like to be a woman and woman's health, you're talking to a 97-year-old immigrant woman who had half her thyroid removed, breasts removed for breast cancer, her uterus removed, and to fix your bladder. And all of this while raising kids, your kids, raising grandchildren.
never stop.
Never feeding everybody. There was always a pot of food on the stove, always, or in the fridge. There was always food ready to go.
Or cookies.
Or cookies. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And never stop. I do my work at home. I don't have nobody to help me. I go and work to the factories. And the night times I always crochet.
Yeah, you
For
crochet.
make blankets for everybody. My daughter, my granddaughter.
Yeah.
Everybody. My neighbors, everybody.
I
still do it.
She still does, actually. I have many blankets from you. I have a bin actually that I just found the other day. With you made each one of the grandchildren. You made us a bin of baby blankets in case we had children.
You have
So I have it. Yeah, you made me one.
Well,
too.
so many I forgot.
I know. You taught us how to crochet.
Yeah.
So I know how to crochet because of
And
you.
your mother too.
And my mother. I know how to sew. My cousin Jessica's really good at sewing because you taught her. Did you know that I have your sewing machine? Did you know that?
No?
Tia Lena brought it over. I have your sewing machine.
Oh,
Yeah, it's at my house.
okay.
And then so you taught us how to cook, you taught us how to crochet, you taught us how to like clean things. You taught us how to do all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Which was so
And
nice.
be good to each other.
And to be good to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's,
It was hard being a woman.
yeah, sometimes.
So you saw everything from not electricity, literally lighting a candle made of whale fat to now you have an iPad.
Yeah.
That you play your word search on in your games.
Well, not too much, but I like it.
You like it.
I like it. So in the daytimes I crochet all the time.
Yeah.
And at night time, when I watch TV, I play on my iPad.
Yeah. This really cool thing happened when the pandemic happened, and I called my grandmother, and it was the first outdoor gathering, and we wanted to go protest. It was for Black Lives Matter, actually. And I remember we needed masks, and the masks still weren't mass produced or anything. You couldn't find them anywhere yet. So I called my grandma and I said, Va, I want to go and protest. I want to go and support Black Lives Matter and Black people. And I need a mask. And she said, no problem. I don't know where you found the fabric, but she found some fabric and made me and my roommates each a mask so we could go and protest.
Yeah.
And then when the Ukraine war happened recently, my grandmother gathered with some women and made these little crochet dolls. It's okay.
Tem retrato ali no
Tem já
iPad.
retrato?
Tem, porque eu não tenho nenhum em casa.
It's okay. No, it's okay, Val. I'll show a picture later.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll show a picture
it's
later.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, I saw because I have one. You gave me one.
I know I have two in
Yeah,
Melina, but
it's
I
okay.
forgot to bring.
No, it's okay. But
Yeah.
you made these beautiful dolls so that the soldiers could put them inside of their uniforms, so that they could give them
kids.
to the children.
Yeah, I make 100.
You made 100. This is in the last year, right? You made 100 little dolls so the soldiers could give them to the children.
Yeah, and somebody else make too.
And somebody else too. Yeah, other people did too. But
Yeah.
you've always been like that. You've always
Always, I make all the time for give to the kids for poor people.
Yeah.
I still do.
Yeah, you've made blankets and hats and scarves and socks for poor people, for homeless people, unhoused people. You've always done that.
Because my friend have a church close to the apartment, and Christmas time in December make a lot of stuff. A lot of people give some stuff for the kids, the school, for the mothers, young mothers don't have too much.
Yeah.
For the poor anyway.
Yeah, for the poor.
So I give a lot for that too.
Yeah.
I give somebody else too.
Yeah, you always have.
I like to do it, and God give me that patience to do that.
Yeah, you got the patience.
Yeah, you know. Thank God for that.
Thank God for that. Yeah.
So I don't know if I have nothing else to say.
No, you have a lot to say. Can I ask you some other questions? Is that okay?
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Oh. Before we said the spaghetti.
Yeah. Oh, spaghetti.
The Vo make spaghetti.
Vo spaghetti. Oh, my grandfather. So here's a quick little family thing: is that when my grandfather worked on the railroad,
You learn to do it.
he worked with a bunch of Sicilian Italians.
Yeah.
And they taught him how to make spaghetti, but it wasn't like spaghetti and meatballs like you think when you think spaghetti. It was a Sicilian spaghetti. So it was spaghetti with ribs. So we grew up eating spaghetti.
Everybody like that, the spaghetti.
Oh, and I learned it. Vu taught me, and then you taught me how to make this recipe that came from when he worked on the railroad. It was your favorite. But you're a sweet tooth lady. You like sweets.
Yeah, I like what I can eat now.
I know, but you like to.
So everything is okay.
Yeah, everything is okay.
I thank God every day for my life and for my family.
Yeah. And you still drink a little bit of wine every day?
Tonight.
Yeah, every day.
Because your mother drink all the time. So you make me drink.
Well, it seems to be helping, no? A little bit of wine. You
Yeah.
still dance? Didn't you go to the Portuguese club and dance a little bit?
No, I don't think.
It's been a
my
couple of
legs
years.
Kinda
Yeah.
More
It's been like a year or two, but up until only like a couple of years.
Oh yeah. Not that too much, but
No.
some a little bit.
Yeah, but you still go sometimes for a little bit of time just to
Yeah,
see
it should
everybody.
be a little bit, but my legs a little bit kind of.
Yeah, now it's starting to be a little harder.
But I'm okay.
You're good. You're okay. You're great.
I do my thing for myself anyway.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah.
So
What is a good advice for women? What is a piece of advice for women who want to live long like you?
I don't know why I live along like that. God give you this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Do you think it's because you like never stopped and you just kind of kept going and going?
Well, that's one thing. I never stop, yeah. No.
Yeah.
I start too early and never stop.
Yeah. What about,
And,
oh, sorry.
And I take care of the vovô.
You take care of. So that is a thing that we talk about as women, about how women often are the caregivers primarily at home. Even in an aging home and population, women are still expected to be primary caregivers, which my grandmother was, while my grandfather suffered dementia.
No, not little dementia, but
It was
kind of little bit, but
a
not
little
too,
bit
not
of
too much.
stuff.
No, he never forget everything.
No, he didn't forget
but
everything.
He start
but...
the weekend, no,
Yeah.
week too much. So I stay home most of the time. About I don't know,
You still
3 or 4 years I can go anywhere because leave him alone.
Yeah.
I can leave him alone.
Yeah.
I have some help too, some hours to come, some people to give a bath.
Yeah,
shower.
eventually we had to get a
Yeah.
nurse and stuff.
But I'm all the time, what do you call, scared
You were
to
scared.
go out and leave him
Yeah.
alone. I don't want to leave him alone.
Yeah, so even a few
So
years.
he stayed in the hospital 5 weeks before he died.
Yeah.
I go every day there. So, but I'm still here.
You're still here. You're still here with us. You have to put up with us. Don't be too sad. Val, we have a couple questions that people asked because I told them that you were going to be here today.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So one of the questions is, what is your version of living a rich life? A rich life. É uma vida rica. Que é as qualidades de viver uma vida rica?
A vida mais rica que eu posso ter, que eu tive, e
Yeah.
posso ter, e posso ser,
Yeah.
é ser good,
Good, to be good.
to be good, and be good to everybody.
And to be good to everybody.
No, I hate anybody.
Don't hate anybody.
No, I don't. I like everybody. Everybody likes me.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody say, hi, Sarah Louise, hi, Sarah Louise.
Hi, Sienna Luisa. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, no, but that's it. That's hate each other, fight, that's not good for anybody.
No.
So
Yeah. And you've
I'm-
lived through it.
I'm always take care of everything and not hate anybody.
No. Take care of each other.
Take care of each other, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good, best thing to have.
Yeah.
God forgive everybody if you don't hate anybody, because God don't like that.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's a rich life. Being good to other people.
And really
Being
rich
kind.
is not good. No, doesn't matter.
No.
You have enough to live. That's okay. No, and ask God for help
Yeah.
all the time and take care.
What, another question. Thank you for that. Another question.
Well,
What is beauty? What is beautiful?
Oh, God.
to you?
No, that I don't know. I'm not beautiful, but I'm okay.
You are beautiful, but what is
No, it's
what is beauty? What is beautiful in this world or for people?
Oh, and that's what I said. It's
Is
beautiful.
is being kind.
Being kind for everybody. And that's,
Being kind.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's what makes you beautiful.
Yeah.
Is
yeah.
being kind
And be good. Yeah.
and being good. Okay.
That's a good thing.
Okay. I have another question.
Mm.
What is your favorite memory of life? I know. There's so many.
Oh God, no! I don't know.
There's so many.
I don't know.
What is your biggest memory from when you came to Canada? What is your favorite memory? Did you see anything interesting? Like when you first saw the mountains, were you like, wow, when you saw the Rocky Mountains? Or, because Montreal would look a lot like Portugal, I would think.
Well, I just stayed in a hotel and also no good.
Yeah, you didn't
anyway.
see anything.
No.
But what was very like, wow, when you came to Canada, you said, wow.
Well, what was the snow?
The snow. Oh yeah, the snow.
I never see the snow before.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah, the snow.
it's nice to see everything different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should more women go and travel and see the world?
Well, it's nice you can go.
Yeah.
Well, I went to Portugal 2 times.
Yeah.
I went on a boat 3 times.
Yeah.
I went to Vancouver
Yeah.
2 times,
Yeah.
and one to California.
You went to California
Yeah,
one time.
so I don't travel too much because we don't. Vo is not good enough to go everywhere by himself anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
So
He didn't like being by himself.
no.
Yeah. But you did a few things, a few trips.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Live in Paris, that's the main thing.
Live in peace.
Peace.
That's the
Yeah.
best thing.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. We have another question. What has kept you so strong all your life?
I don't know, Creed.
Yeah.
I say that because I work a lot.
Because you work.
Yeah, but I don't
that's
know.
not it. I think it's because of your kindness. Honestly. I
Well,
think
I don't know. Some people live longer, some people don't, so I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, but I think it's interesting, because you've never turned people away. You have always been accepting of anyone and everyone. That's where I've learned that from. That altruism is I learned that from you.
Yeah.
Even when we didn't have a lot, there was still always enough.
Yeah. Well, it's enough. Yeah.
And then so for future generations, para a próxima geração, right? What is something, or nossa geração agora, what is something that you see is missing from right now, from this generation? What's something that's missing or that we're lacking?
Oh, God, I don't know, Peter.
Yeah, in this generation.
A lot of things should not happen.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of things happen that should not happen. You're right.
Yeah.
You're very right.
Because a lot of people don't get no.
It's okay. Podes dizer em português?
Como é que se diz?
I translate.
Agora na tinha dizer, querida.
It's okay. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. No, it's okay.
Pessoas não têm consciência, não se importam com os outros. É matar e é desfolar e é...
Yeah. Okay. So what she said was, she was like, people these days aren't conscious of one another, aren't conscious of one another. So she's saying that we need to be more conscious of one another, be more turned into our communities, into one another. We've become so isolated from one another. But her success is because she had family, she had community. When you came to Strathroy, there was a very big Portuguese community here. And we spent all the time together and helping each other.
Yeah, and a lot of all friends.
And everyone was friends.
Everyone was friends, yeah.
Yeah. And you're one of the last of your friends to be here now, aren't you?
Yeah, it's not too many left. No.
Not too many left.
No.
Yeah. That's okay. You're still kicking.
Yeah.
Still making jokes, that's for sure.
Yeah, I thank God every day my life.
Yeah.
I'm still alive and have my brain.
Yeah, and you still have your mind.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, and you
a
still
lot
have
of
your
people
mind.
don't have.
Did you ever get used to the snow?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you don't really like the snow.
No, because the first years I fell all the time. But well, this winter is no snow anymore.
No, this winter wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
So another question. Do you remember a time where you had to stand up for yourself?
You know, I never stand up too much. I always
Peace.
let it go.
You just let it go. Yeah, that's true, actually. You wouldn't really like say things to people. You would just,
No.
you taught us like sometimes just let people
Yeah, there you go.
be
There you go.
angry, let them be in their thing because it has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
You taught us that.
Yeah.
You're like, just let it, if people are going to be angry, just let it go.
No, I never have fights.
No.
Uncle Louis lived with us. I don't know many years, a lot of years.
Yeah.
We never have fights.
Yeah, you never fight with
Tia
anybody.
Maria lived with us 17 years.
Yeah.
We never make fights.
No.
I don't like fights.
I know you don't.
Never like fights.
So was it
I like live in peace.
So was it hard when you had 5 granddaughters and we were pretty spicy
I know.
and we fought a lot, the 5 of us?
Because you should not fight.
I know, but that was hard for you, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't like see everybody not talk to each other or
Yeah.
get mad to each other. That's not nice.
Yeah. And when we were kids, we were pretty spicy, especially. I mean, we're still pretty spicy, but especially when we were
so
kids.
I never like.
No.
I never like fights.
Because that's what you believe in. You believed in, like, let's all do this together. You believe in community.
Yeah.
You believe in peace. You believe in kindness.
Yeah.
You believe in helping homeless people, right? That was a lot of work that you would do. You would do a lot of things to help homeless people. You would make food. You would make clothes. Is that the one thing that you would say, like, that was really important to you?
Yeah. We went to the seniors one time, a few years, to a lot of seniors together. It's so nice, looks like family.
Yeah.
And all like me. I love all of them. And we never have fights. We talk to each other. It's so nice. It's so nice.
Yeah.
We
People are people.
yeah.
It doesn't matter,
Be
right?
nice to each other.
Yeah.
No, I don't like fights. I don't like nothing like that.
Do you remember when I would talk to you and I would be like frustrated about what other people would say or think or, about me or all that stuff? And do you remember you would say to me, it doesn't matter what they say? It doesn't matter what they say.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Forget it. Leave it alone.
Yeah. You would always say that to me.
Yeah,
You're like, don't worry.
that's true.
Let it roll off. Because
Yeah.
people's opinions.
No, because you said one thing and the other said something. You go. You never stop.
Yeah.
And no, I don't like some people hate each other.
Yeah.
No.
No, it doesn't make sense, eh?
Yeah.
You've seen a life. You've seen a whole generation, Va. A whole generation.
And I love everybody.
And you love everybody.
Yeah.
What are you, as a final question, one more question, and depois we're done, okay? Certo?
Okay. Eu quero mostrar o meu caquinho.
Yeah. Yeah, she wants to show you guys her toys. I'll definitely be posting pictures of the things that she made, but what in un segundo, yeah.
Okay.
What are you most proud of in life, in this life? What are you the most proud of for you?
I don't know what the question.
That's okay. It's okay. What of the whole life that you have lived and all of the things that you have done and all of the children that you have raised and the woman that you have become, because you're also a woman, you're also também és mulher, és esposa, és avó, és bisavó.
Yeah.
What are you the most
I'm
proud
so proud
of?
of my family. My granddaughters, my daughters, my granddaughters, and my great-grandkids. Because thank God for that. All turned out so good.
And I'm your favorite, right?
Don't ask me for that. I feel sorry for the mothers. I have kids, some kids que são bad kids. I'm sorry for the mothers
Yeah.
because I'm so happy. I'm glad. I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I have my family the way it's supposed to.
Oh, Va.
But
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you, Va.
you're
Thank you.
welcome.
So
Okay.
thank you so
Espera,
much.
quer mostrar o macaquinho?
Okay. Hold on. I'm going to do the extra, but she really wants to show you. Sarah, she really wants to show you her pictures. It's cool to
Oops.
oh, did you find them? Oh, okay, let's show you the video. Oh, hold on. Yeah. So this is a picture of all the little dolls that she made for the soldiers of the Ukraine war right now. So she made all of these to sit in their it's okay. You okay? To sit in their little pockets so that they could give them to all the
Oh, eu
children.
estou fazendo aqui.
And then
No.
and here's her. Here's her making them. Estás okay? Okay, vou fazer my goodbye, okay?
Ok.
Okay. So thank you everyone so much for listening to me and my grandmother, Avó Luisa. I'll be taking this as a great memory. I'm so glad that I have this time capsule now of us, of you and your story. I mean, there's so many stories that you have told me throughout the years, but this was a really cool experience to talk to somebody who has lived 100 years old, which is something that not a lot of people can ever say, you know? So you're pretty special that way.
Thank you.
So I hope that there was some wisdom that you were able to enjoy today. I hope there was some fun and some laughs that you were able to enjoy with us today. And if you've been listening on a podcast app, you can also watch this episode on YouTube. All the links are at spicyfat.com. So again, thank you. In Portuguese, we say obrigado.
Obrigada.
Obrigado para vir cá
Yeah.
e estar aqui conosco. So, thank you and stay spicy.
Eu agora queria mostrar isto.